Wow, congratulations. How does it feel?
Honestly, incredible. I feel very emotional actually, but it's just it's been an amazing night. Yeah.
It's incredible, the power of music, right? To not just obviously help people discover themselves and find themselves, but find comfort, solace, home in music artists. Talk to me about the power of music and how you hope to use music in sort of championing LGBT plus inclusion and being inclusive just in general through music.
Yeah, I always seemed to understand how powerful music was, and especially when it comes to lyrics. So from the moment I started writing my own music, I made sure that I wrote very specific things that I knew could possibly start a conversation or make someone feel okay, or someone could turn to that song if they're feeling a certain way. So I have always made sure that I'm writing good lyrics for people. I always want to talk about subjects that aren't necessarily maybe heard in pop music. So talking about the LGBT community, like I have a song called Perfect to Me, which says, yeah, I love what I want to love. And I just, honestly, that moment that I wrote that song and that specific line, it was a very, I guess, it was a selfish moment for me, because it was me and my feelings, and I was putting them into a song, and I didn't actually realise how many people that would touch. And seeing myself perform that around the world and seeing the reaction it got, it just showed me even more so how important it is to talk about subjects like that. So yeah, it just highlighted how much I should do it and how important it is to do it.
Thank you for mentioning that, because you talked about being intentional with your work and being mindful and being aware of how you approach music, not just the lyrics, everything, composition, and how it's even like experienced by the people. Talk to me about sort of what advice you would give for the music industry at large, who very often tend to exclude LGBT plus people or tend to discriminate against LGBT plus people using whatever form in music. Talk to me about sort of the advice you would give in general to the music industry at large about how we can all come together and champion one another.
It's a big question.
Sorry, it's just because you do it so beautifully, right? And you set this sort of template and this benchmark. What can other people take from that, from your experiences, so that they can do better?
I think the way we create change is by being it, and I wanted to be a person that stood up for things and situations and for people that don't have a voice. So for me, in my situation, in my point of view, I want to be that person, and I just really, I want others in the music industry, even if it's an artist or someone at the record label or someone like that, just to stand up, and speak out about it and be more inclusive, So it starts with it. I know it's a big thing, but it all starts with one person, and that can be you. So be that person.
One small step by anyone, honestly, takes us miles. To someone who is a youngster, a young person, a young LGBT plus person, somewhere across the world, who is a fan, who is enamored by your music, what advice would you give them? What is the hope that you would like to instill in someone who is young, who is LGBT plus, and consuming your music?
Well, I hope that when you listen to my music, it makes you just feel free for a moment, or lost even in the music, and just have that moment of space in your head. I hope it makes you feel confident to speak out, maybe tell someone how you're feeling if you're in a comfortable place to do so. I hope that my music changes situations or starts conversations. That's what I'm trying to do.
I love how you phrase that about creating space and music, being able to create space irrespective of where we are, what background you're from, but to just be transported or have that escapism into a space where you can truly be yourself is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for all the work that you do with music, without music, in a day-to-day, stepping up and just being truly wonderful. Thank you so much. Congratulations again with this, and all the best.